impression I had of Learning Vision, which really helped me make my decision to put my child here. The second one would be that when my son was ready to come into infant care, I actually requested to if he could have kind of a fit-in session before we actually throw the baby here, whether could I just come and join him only on the weekend when it's a lot quieter, to let him get used to the environment. And again, they were very respectful of our personal needs, so they did arrange that we could come in for a few Saturdays a month before we actually enrolled him, so that he could get used to the infant care classrooms, and and I could be there to just help him feel secure about the place. And then there were all the, once the both of them were in school, then there were all the parent activities that we could participate in, all the different performances and involvement that we have. So it really helped that my workplace is very close to the center, so whenever they have activities, just an hour, 2 hours, I could easily take time off work to come and join the activities. And I think it helps us to build a better teacher-parent relationship, and definitely the child feels much happier to have the parent here.
Centers, but the most important thing that we look out for was the curriculum. I think what Learning Vision will offer to the child, that's one of the main criteria of when we look for childcare. And second is the level of hygiene and the quota of the student to teacher ratio. That's quite important as well. Yeah.
Okay, and how do you
memorable one was the first performance by Shadia, her first stage performance in the center, because to see your child up there performing, which you had never had a chance to do when you were in kindergarten, none of your parents come, never had such thing. So to see your child having that is such a touching moment, to be honest.
I'll start with Irfan. I'm particularly happy that he has grown in his confidence. Okay, he is right now a very considerate boy, okay, and a very sensible boy as well. When he first entered the school, he was only 1.5 years old, so he was pretty afraid of strangers, and he was very clingy to me. He was crying and reluctant to let me go. But over the years, the teachers have given him sufficient guidance. Okay, teaching him how to take care of the younger ones, and also to take turns with his friends. And right now, whenever he does anything, he will be sparing a thought for others first. He will be asking himself how will others feel. And even when he feels angry, he will be questioning and asking himself, okay, what have I done wrong? How can I make things better next time? So I think in that aspect, he has grown very well. He has matured a lot in his thoughts as well. And the fact that he's able to take care of himself is very comforting. Recently, he wrote a card for his teacher for Teacher's Day, and I didn't tell him what to write for the message. And guess what he wrote? He said, "Don't worry, teacher, I will take care of myself." I'm surprised. I mean, he actually can articulate that to his teacher to assure her that he is capable of taking care of himself right now at K1, and I was just too happy and lost for words, and I'm really thankful for whatever the teachers have provided for him.
I find that the learning experience here is a joyful one, where there are occasions where learning is intertwined with play. For example, there's GymWorks, there's water play, and there's a lot of authentic learning experiences. I can remember my children going to a kitchen at a local pizza restaurant, where they learned about baking. They actually get to bake their own pizza and eat with their classmates. There was also once they were brought to a local supermarket to learn about counting and money. They made their own purchases. So I feel that the learning is related to real life context. One of the most memorable experience that I have recently is the fundraising activity for the Children's Cancer Foundation, whereby all my children are involved in one way or another. They made crafts, cookies, and muffins which were sold. We were told that they actually raised about more than $1,000 for the foundation. I think that it left a deep impression in my children because they learn about the value of giving, and there was also the awareness of the plight of other children. And of course, the other memorable experience would be to see my children perform on stage during the culminating MI Buzz event. I find that these activities help to boost their confidence, and it's important for the self-image and development.